Welcome to another episode, everyone. Stone from East Coast Crib crashed out and flattened an individual's face there in the Los Angeles County Jail. Stone had perceived this individual as having disrespected him. And the deal of you know what gone very bad. And Stone pulled up to the Los Angeles County Jail apparently with a chip on his shoulder. The Los Angeles County Jail being the breeding ground for gang violence and treachery. One must get there and make a name for himself if he doesn't already have one. And even if you already have one, you want to maintain your name, then you have to constantly be active as it relates to gang violence there in the Los Angeles County Jail. And Stone came in and apparently he was upset with many situations, upset with the world even. Stone and I had gotten into it. I was passing out lunches one time and he was trying to get an extra lunch or extra juice. We had words. I've spoken about it before. And he was, like trying to snatch the orange juice or something and said something like, man, you giving all the Mexicans all the extras, or y'all blacks be out here giving the Mexicans all the extras. He wanted some extra juices or extra lunches. So I didn't know who he was at the time. He had just hit the module and was inside of his cell. I believe this was my first time seeing him. And he's saying all this. And I didn't know where he was from or any of that. Not that it would have mattered. And so I said, man, what? I said, man, I'm a little China man from Lemon Deuce Hoover, bro. What's up with you? You're like, man, I'm Stone from 19. I think he was from 19 East Coast. He banged hard right back on me, though. You're like, man, I'm Stone from 19 East Coast. Woo-hoo. So Stone was turned up. We ended up becoming real cool, though. That's my guy, even now. He was turned up. And an individual came into the Los Angeles County Jail and he had a nice sack. This individual was a non-affiliate. Let's call him Sean. Because Sean was a non-affiliate, but he was from LA. That's why he was in the Los Angeles County Jail. And you would think that he was a gang member anyway. He had a few tattoos, one of those tunas, also known as a turned up non-affiliate. Tuna. Sean was a tuna, but he came in with a nice big sack. And Stone wanted it. So Stone bought the whole sack from this individual, Sean. Sean was trying to bail out of jail. So Sean had made sure that the money got back to his family for them to come and bail him out. But when Stone tried or had someone try, whatever the stuff was that he had received from this individual, Sean, I'm still murky on all of the details because all of this transpired rather quickly. Stone said that he wanted his money back, that the product was faulty, it was no good, that he would not be able to make his money, much less make a profit off of this product. There was a lot of stuff running around the Los Angeles County Jail at the time. There was competitors there, competition. If you had a shady, sketchy product, you would not be able to sell it. So Stone, recognizing this, simply shot Sean a kite, a letter, if you will. We call them kites there in the prison in the Los Angeles County Jail. And shot Sean a kite and said, give me my money back. I don't want this stuff. This stuff is no good. Had someone try it out. It's no good. You can keep a few dollars because I took a little bit and had someone try it out. But gave him the amount, said, send this amount back. I took this amount out. You can keep that. Here's your stuff back. Send me my money back. He sent the stuff back to him with the kite. Sean gets the kite, reads it, has his product back, and sends Stone a kite back saying, the money's gone. My family is about to bail me out with that money. First of all. Secondly, a deal is a deal. You didn't open my stuff, then use some of it, or had someone try it out and use it and all this. I don't know how much of this stuff you took. Talking about just keep this amount of money. It doesn't work like that. I'm not a member. I'm not from the culture like that, but I know that it doesn't work like that. I've never been to prison, but I know that it doesn't work like that. That in prison, I'm sure that once you make a deal is a deal. You can't go back on it, much less having opened the product and then trying to send it back. Where they do that at? Stone, he's not happy with this response. So he let Sean know in no uncertain terms, brother, I'm not asking you at this point. I'm telling you to return my funds. I don't want this stuff. It's no good. You knew that when you gave it to me. You're lucky that I'm telling you that you can keep this amount of money. Because yes, a deal is a deal, which it is. But this deal is no good on its foundation because the stuff that you gave me was no good, bro. And so you just cheating me out of thousands of dollars so that you can bail out. I can't accept that. Sean believes that Stone is turned up on him because he's a non-affiliate. Sean is saying, man, if I wasn't a non-affiliate, because if it was a gang member, you would know that a deal is a deal. You wouldn't be asking for your money back. A deal is a deal. And for the record, it is true. Once you receive a product and the transaction has went through, you sent the money, you received your product, that's a deal. That's it. There are no give me backs. It's over. The deal is done. There's certainly no way that you can receive a product, open it, use some of it, have someone use some of it, any of that, and then close it back up, seal it back up, and return it to the individual and say, give me my money back. After you done opened up his sack. That's not how it works. No. Nevertheless, this is there are mitigating circumstances here because the product was no good. So what is Stone supposed to do? Just accept the loss, even though a deal is a deal? He feels like this dude is trying to play him, work him out of his cold, hard cash. So again, Stone lets the individual know, brother, I'm not asking you at this point. I'm telling you, you have a certain amount of time to return my money. Dude is trying to give him the sack back. Stone is not accepting it. Saying, I'm not taking it back. I don't want that. I want my money. He's really leaving the individual no choice but to return the money because he won't accept the sack back. Dude is acting like he doesn't have the money. His mother has it. His father has it on their way to the bail bondsman to bail him out of the county jail. So now Stone is about to be out of his money and the sack. So time is indeed ticking. I'm out there working, and Stone sends for me. I go down there to his cell. Brother, what's the gripe? What's the problem? And he runs it all down to me that this individual is trying to escape the Los Angeles County Jail with his funds, with his money, and he cannot have that. He said that he gave the individual a certain amount of time, less than an hour or so. Because this dude is about to bail out. He's about to be gone. They're about to pop his cell and say, so-and-so, Johnson, roll it up for release. He's about to be gone. He said that his family's about to bail him out with his money. So Stone feels like he's running out of time. So he gave the individual 1 hour or so to come up with his funds. Stone let me know, excuse me, that if this individual did not come up with his funds within that hour, that he wanted me to get his cell hit and get Sean's cell hit so that he can go in there and even the score. I had no dog in the fight. And though really, if I'm being honest, once Stone explained it to me, I felt like they were both in the wrong, but I felt like Stone had went against a cardinal rule. You cannot open up some stuff and then try to send it back. Me having dealt with stuff in there myself for a lot of years, I didn't appreciate that. Stone's take on it. Nevertheless, I did also understand that he had a whole boatload of some stuff that he would not be able to get rid of. And he didn't take that much of it. But, he probably should have asked for it. I would say he should have asked for a tester before he sent his money, before he purchased all that stuff. Bro, before I buy 10 ounces of this stuff from you, let me test it out or have my people test it out before I send all this money. Let me make sure this stuff is good and that I can make some money off of it. Whatever. He sent his money first, got the sack, then opened it up, and it was no good, etc. Nevertheless, Stone gave the individual 1 hour. And as expected, he didn't produce the funds within that 1 hour because he was hell-bent on going home, and he wasn't about to come up with that money. He was about to bail out with that money. He still had the money, but he just was not about to return it. He felt like they were about to call his name any moment for release. He was trying to get out of there. Went back down there and asked Stone, well, what's up? What's the final word? What's the final verdict? He said, well, get my door hit. That's the final word. I told you this individual had 1 hour. They're about to call him for release. He think he's slick. He's not leaving with my money like that. He's leaving. I'm going to get it back in blood. So be it. I told the police, crack his cell, let him out, and crack the other individual's cell, and let him in there. I told the individual, though, Sean, I let him know I gave him a heads up. Bro, you do realize that Stone's about to come down here. I'm just letting you know, bro. Because I wanted to give him a heads up. But really, he already knew because Stone had sent him kites at first. But when he gave him the 1 hour, he essentially let him know that right there on the tier. Bro, you got 1 hour to come up with my money. The tier fell silent in anticipation. It was intense. You can read the writing or the blood on the wall, if you will, when Stone silenced the tier and made the declaration that the individual had 1 hour to produce his funds. So I knew, or I figured that he knows Stone is coming in that 1 hour, but this dude is a non-affiliate. He may not know what he's getting himself into, old poor Sean. So he's a black man, and to give him a heads up, I let him know, bro, take those shower shoes off, those slippers, and put on some shoes and get ready. You about to get your head split open. This is not a game. Even though what he was saying was pretty much right. Once the deal is done, the deal is done. But again, I can't get involved in all of that at this juncture. I'm just here to get the doors cracked when necessary. So I told Stone, I let Stone know, man, I'm about to let him know to get ready that you coming. Like, all right, I don't care. Let him know I'm coming. I'm finna get my door hit. That's when I let the dude know. So Stone know I went down there and told him I got the dude's doors hit. And dude was shaking. He was a bit nervous, was Sean, because, he's telling me like, man, are they going to pack me out? Or all the East Coast is going to give? I'm like, no, it's just Stone, bro, finna come down here. Y'all going to squabble up or whatever. I don't know what's finna happen because I wasn't sure. If Stone had a weapon, if he was about to use this weapon, he didn't tell me and I didn't ask. I didn't want to tell dude it's just about to be a squabble, and it's not. So I told him I don't know what's about to happen, but he's coming. I got the doors hit. Stone ran up in there and rushed him quickly. Now, Stone is a little, he's skinny with a little size, like light brown skin. A pretty boy of sorts, really. But so you may mistake this for, an individual not being that turned up, having that much heart. The way that he looks, maybe. I mean, he looks like a gangster, but not so much. More like a player. but he has a lot of heart. A lot of it. He's not for none, bro. Stone was putting in a lot of work. He ran up in there and rushed that individual. He had some sort of weapon in his hand as well. I don't know what it was, but he unleashed it and started bashing the dude's face, and the dude started yelling. Sean, he started yelling, hooping and hollering. I'm like, bro, be quiet. The police know what's going on in there, but you still can't do all of that. They're going to have to come and get you. They're going to have to come and save you at that point. So Stone started putting his hand over his mouth, trying to stop him from screaming, while bashing his head in with some sort of object in his right hand. I had to stop it. I had to break it up. I had to tell Stone, bro, that's enough. Please. Chase, you're about to kill a dude. He was down there on the ground leaking. He was leaking. He had a big gash over one of his eyes. He was leaking bad. Stone was huffing. He's ready to just keep going. He done crashed out. He felt like this dude was trying to get away with his money. Then Stone took the sack from the dude because he wasn't about to get his money. He got it back in blood, but he took the sack and went back to his cell. Dude cleaned himself up, got cleaned up, was laid out in the bed for some time trying to recover, a couple of hours, and then they did eventually call him to bail out. He left. He went home. But he left leaking. He left with a violent, everlasting experience. It was traumatic for him for sure, being beat upon your head with an object inside of a jail cell, a filthy jail cell on the ground by a ferocious gang member will leave an impression on you, perhaps for the rest of your life. And again, I don't know. I've thought about this a few times, since the incident. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. As I said, it can go both ways. If dude knew that his product was faulty, then yeah, he's certainly in the wrong, and Stone is not obligated to keep this stuff, particularly after having spent that much money on it. Nevertheless, the rules are indeed clarified and clear that once you receive a product and the exchange is resolved, it goes through, then that's it. The deal is done. If one party is not happy with the deal or the other, that's just because he could say, man, I changed my mind. I want more money. I want more money for my sack. Come to find out, I could have sold it for this amount. I just came to jail. You worked me. You had me thinking it was worth this amount. I didn't know any better. I gave you my whole thing for this amount. Come to find out, I could have got 10 times that amount. Man, give me my stuff back. Here go your money back. But you can't do that. A deal is a deal. It's over. So just like he can't come back and change the deal and change the price and try to get more money or get his sack back or whatever, Stone can't say, I took some of the sack, but here's the rest back. Give me all of my money back, or give me most of my money back, or whatever. But again, the catch in this is tough, because if the stuff is no good, yeah, chances are I'm trying to give you this stuff back. Give me my money back. I don't want this. That's going to lead to a problem. In this case, it led to a gashed eye and a lot of bloodshed. His face was flattened when Stone was finished with him. It's just a rough situation there in the county jail. It's just tough. It's just repetitive violence, and oftentimes it is over something trivial and minute, not unworthy of the bloodshed that it causes. And that's just simply because most of the individuals there in the Los Angeles County Jail and in prison are miserable. So any perceived slight can and will set them off. Since respect is such a big thing, when anyone feels disrespected, perceives that they've been disrespected, particularly if other people know about it, they feel like they have to avenge that disrespect immediately. So you really bag them into a corner as to protect themselves and protect their name. Self-preservation. Again, a demonstration is a prerequisite to respect. Once you demonstrate a couple of times, then oftentimes that's it. That's all you need to do in order for everyone else to bag up off of you. Shout out to my guy Stone from East Coast. He's a soldier. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.